All right, hello. You don't see me on camera. Who you see on camera is a gentleman by the name of Ben Brafman. And my name is Josh Weiss. And I am a writer and an interviewer. And we're here. You're not going to see me on camera. This is all about Ben. And hopefully that everyone can hear what I'm saying. So what we're going to do is speak to Mr. Brafman, who is the founder, manager, and Jedi Knight of Brafman Consulting Enterprise. And with that entity, we're going to go into a lot more about mental health, addiction treatment, rehab, behavioral services, and all the things that come under that umbrella. So without any further ado, I'm going to allow Mr. Brafman to introduce himself and explain to us what the founder, manager, and Jedi Knight means.
Okay, great. Well, Josh, thanks for the introduction. Once again, I'm Ben Brafman. I'm a licensed mental health counselor of a master's in marriage and family counseling and mental health counseling from Barry University. Was licensed as a professional back in 1996, and I've been in the field of behavioral health pretty much my whole life, even before I was a professional, which I can get into at a later time. But to answer your question about founder, manager, and Jedi Knight, first and foremost, being the founder of something means that you discovered it. It's unique to you, and all of the entities that I've either owned previously or own today are unique to me, both in substance and related to my management style and related to the clinical services that are provided to the patients and their families. So okay. A founder is just someone who, for me, it was an idea, and I have it on paper, and from paper it goes from pen to paper. And then you start to build up the brick and mortar, and you've got something, whatever that entity is. The manager is you're managing all of these subsidies. You're managing all of these places, and what's an important concept as a manager is you work in your organization, or you work on your organization.
Right.
As a manager, to be an effective manager, you have to work on your organization, because you see things from a 30-foot view. You're not in the weeds, you're not in the forest, so you can see everything. And hopefully communication is effective. Hopefully your message of culture and branding is getting across to the entire staff. So that's really the definition of manager. And then the Jedi Knight thing, while it's cute and whatever else, it actually has a lot of bearing on what I do.
Explain.
Star Wars was extremely influential to me. Watching it in 1977 as a little kid, I wanted to be Luke Skywalker, Han Solo on Tatooine, and do all the things that they were doing, and just couldn't get enough of it.
Right.
But the story is the story of redemption. The story is the hero's journey, which is Luke Skywalker, and he has to go through changes from being a young man to an adult, making some very difficult choices along the way. And if he makes the wrong choice, a lot of suffering would occur. And his journey, of course, is to discover who he is. And he discovers that his father is Darth Vader, who is the most evil person in the galaxy. And I liken Darth Vader to the disease of addiction.
Right.
Darth Vader, who also was known as Anakin Skywalker, he succumbed to all of his hatred and all of his anger and all of his pain. And so it's really an allegory towards mental illness and addiction. And he literally, it got so bad, he was encased in this metal, 7 foot tall metal iron lung, if you will.
Right.
And he used intimidation and his knowledge of the Force to really just destroy planets and destroy people. But at the end of the day, Luke's journey to get his father to redeem himself was successful, and that's one of the big motivators of what I do, is to get people to accept the things that they've done in the past, to rewrite their story, to narrate it differently so that they don't succumb to mental illness or the disease of addiction. And it also brings the family together. It's also a story about family, and when the family is a united front, the person who's suffering from addiction and mental illness, they have a very, very good chance of recovering. So that's in a long-winded way. Those are the reasons that I chose that. I believe in some of the concepts of that movie. It's really an art nowadays. So that's why I have those 3 bullet points, if you will, about myself.
Got you. Makes perfect sense.